Man calls out everyone who has turned its back on Israel. Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video, a man who goes by the name Michael Rappaport calls out everyone who has turned their back on Israel. Now, he starts his video by saying that just like you can criticize and not agree with the Israeli government, it doesn't make you Jewish or anti-Semitic. Now, he can criticize people in the Democratic Party and doesn't make him anti-Democratic Party. Here's the clip.
That is Muppet face, miserable Marjorie Taylor Greene. The squad, the biggest squad of Jew haters the United States government has ever seen. Rescind those fucking statements, you fucking sick Jew haters, you.
Now, people have stitched his video and are calling him out for making this video to go after 3 women of color who were calling for a ceasefire so that more children and people don't have to be unalived in Gaza. Now, people are calling Michael R to the cyst for coming at my fellow people of color who are calling for a ceasefire. Let's take a look at the stitches because I am sure there will be fire. Here are the stitches.
I agree with the Israeli government.
Hey, Mikey. Are you okay, buddy? Like, I'm not kidding. Ever since you got the hokey pokey, you've been kind of off the wall and you're not looking too well. You're all red in the face there. You're not looking good, bud. Just trying to give you a heads up.
Agree with the Israeli government.
This is why social media is so important. You need to know when someone is going to make TikToks like this. Misogyny. I don't even know what you say when a person is putting something on publicly saying that he wants kids to be attacked. What would you call somebody who enjoys children being attacked? What would be the term? I don't know. I would go put it on his comment because he certainly doesn't like it. But this is important. This is why we need free speech. You need to hear the reaction and how irrational the other side will become, and literally, again, put people in danger, put women and children in danger because you feel attacked. That's fucking crazy, man.
Ilhan Omar, you fake news.
I am so appreciating all of these racist celebrities coming out and showing themselves. So he's upset because Rashida Tlaib is against the genocide of Palestinians. Oh, by the way, we're up to 6,500. Doing great, doing great. This is your goal, right? This is your goal. You guys are winning. Must make you so proud. You must be so proud.
Ilhan Omar, you fake news.
You're racist, you're xenophobic, you're Islamophobic, and you're sexist. You hate Arabs, you hate Muslims, you hate Latinos, and you hate black people. You don't think we didn't notice that you went after 3 minority women? Who the fuck even are you? You're a washed up actor who hasn't had a hit in God knows how long. In fact, the only last acting job that you did was given to you by a Latino girl, Selena Gomez. So do us all a favor. Go back into your little white hole and shut the fuck up.
You hate the Jews you've always hated.
Every time I see this guy's stupid face, I'm gonna fucking put a video up about it. Because this man is literally weaponizing being a Jewish man and saying that people of color, he's literally attacking people of color in Congress who denounce what Israel is doing because it's genocide. This man is racist. This man is absolutely fucking racist. Like, I hate this man. I hate this man. Holy shit.
To perpetuate Jew hate, take that.
TikTok guidelines are super frustrating. I'm walking on thin ice when I talk or reply to any of this man's stuff. Vienna sausage man. Just because people do not want children and old people and innocent people to get hit with some of the most precise missiles like 500-pound JDAMs and white phosphorus bombs and all this other stuff, and starving them and not giving them water and not giving them food, electricity, internet, killing anything they see, and going against all international laws does not mean they dislike Jewish people. Please Stop with that shitty rhetoric, Michael Rappaport. Do you hate Palestinians? That's an honest question.
You talk about a ceasefire.
Michael, are you okay, Michael? Michael, are you okay? My people are the ones that are being unalived right now in Gaza. Michael, there was no proof at all of any unaliving of babies. Michael, what you're engaging in is called anti-Palestinian rhetoric. Michael, you do know that there's Palestinians here in America that are American citizens, correct? Born, bred, raised. Michael, you go on to say nobody wants any more violence, but there's hostages there, so why are we going forward with a ceasefire? Michael, are you okay? Do you hear yourself? How would we keep hostages safe? You would advocate for a ceasefire so that hostages remain safe, Michael. In the beginning of your video, you say you don't want any more violence, but then you spend the next 2 to 3 minutes advocating for violence. Michael, you know that some of those hostages are Palestinian Americans, right, Michael? Which hasn't been discussed on the news. Michael, you're biased, Michael. You are biased. And I hope the maybe 2 million followers that you have realize this and unfollow you. Not all celebrities are to be celebrated. It's going to be so embarrassing in a few years when we all look back and we really analyze what happened. You're creating a digital footprint, a legacy, if you will. Free Palestine.
Speaking of people being totally reckless with their words, the squad does not hate Jews. That is a slur that has been being hurled at them for years simply because they support a free Palestine. The same people that accuse the squad of being anti-Semitic because they want Palestinians to have dignity and freedom and not live under apartheid are the same people that call Bernie, our beloved Bernie, anti-Semitic. And then when you point out, actually he is Jewish and had family that he lost in the Holocaust, they go, oh, well, he's not a real Jew. There's the famous Ben Shapiro tweet where he said because Bernie Sanders doesn't agree with him, he's about as Jewish as a ham sandwich. What are you claiming they lied about, sir? Rashida Tlaib posted about how Netanyahu is a liar, which he is. Or was it AOC calling for a ceasefire? Which lie are you referring to? Is it when he lied about the IDF being responsible for the murder of a Palestinian journalist? Or are you referring to the most recent lie he told, claiming that Hamas were the ones who bombed the Gaza hospital? Quite awkward when his own spokesperson admitted it was the IDF. Like you said at the beginning of your own video, you can in fact criticize and oppose the right-wing, settler colonial ethno-state of Benjamin Netanyahu without being anti-Semitic. I know that there are people who are anti-Semitic and hate Jewish people, but the squad are not. And you trivialize the seriousness of anti-Semitism when you accuse people of being that just because they're calling for a ceasefire.
Called for a ceasefire, and they have not gone as far as backing the administration's call for support for Israel.
So look, I've seen some of those statements this weekend, and we're going to continue to be very clear. We believe they're wrong. We believe they're repugnant, and we believe they're disgraceful.
For fuck's sake, there is so much Jew hatred out there. So can we not conflate the squad defending the Palestinians' right to exist with Marge? The same Marge that blamed the Jews for wildfires? The same Marge that was a speaker at Nick Fuentes' white supremacist anti-Jew conference? It's that type of fucking false equivalency that minimizes the seriousness of anti-Semitism.
Now, we have witnessed unalivings and destruction in the Gaza Strip and Israel. Thousands of people have been unalived, injured, displaced, and nearly 200 remain held hostage, including children and elderly people. In Gaza, the UN has said that water, food, fuel to the conflict and to member states with influence to urgently agree to a humanitarian ceasefire. This still remains the only option to avert further loss of civilian life and humanitarian catastrophe. A large group of protesters chanted calls for a ceasefire in the Middle East as scores were arrested inside a House office building. Now, dozens of protesters demanding a ceasefire in the Israel-Hamas conflict took to the Cannon House office building on Wednesday, lining the floor of the rotunda. wearing shirts that read "Not in our name." Now, demonstrators began to be arrested by the U.S. Capitol Police, and in a post, Capitol Police said such demonstrations were not allowed inside complex buildings. "We warned the protesters to stop demonstrating, and when they did not comply, we began arresting them," it wrote. The department later said among the arrests were 3 people charged with assault on a police officer during the process. Now, still on the issue of calling for a ceasefire, the U.S. on Monday reiterated its rejection of calls for a ceasefire in Gaza, arguing that such an action would afford the Palestinian group Hamas an opportunity to regroup and prepare for further attacks against Israel. Now, State Department spokesman Matthew Miller said any ceasefire will give the ability to rest, to refit, to get ready to continue launching terrorist attacks against Israel. Some of the comments, and trust me, there was like a bunch of comments, a lot of comments. But what are your thoughts on this, guys? What do you have to say about Michael's video? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next video.